today. Today we're going to be continuing the study that I was doing yesterday, or the drawing that I was doing yesterday. So yesterday I took a reference, and uh, began sketching. I began sketching, and I used it to draw my character rather. This is one exercise that I usually do. Not very often enough, not as often as I should, but it's something that is, quite useful for practice. So that's what I did. Decided to check out um, how this one would go. So yeah, so that's what I'm, going to continue now. I'm going to start inking. I'm going to start inking here, and then I'm going to move on to another. I'm going to move on to another work. Her hair. Adding some of her hair. Hello, Irene Stick. How you doing? I hope you're having a nice day. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Uh, Hope work and or school is great. I'm just continuing like a drawing I did yesterday. Oh, you changed you. I, I was about to say I have a friend that their name is Irene. Uh, but I was just warming up to the person. I didn't want to just introduce my friend's name. I didn't know you changed your name and profile picture. How you doing, Irene? How's the exam preparations going? Were you able to study today? Um, you see my Ada Wong cosplay. The profile pic is you. Oh, Ada Wong. Who's Ada Wong? I've heard that name before. Can't remember. Ada Wong. Oh, this is it says a character in Resident Evil. You really like Resident Evil, don't you? You really like Resident Evil. Yeah, the cosplay is good. I can't see the picture clearly though, because of how tiny it is. Didn't know you did a cosplay. Oh my goodness, there's so much heat today. it's actually your first cosplay, or why are you putting heartbreak? It's not a bad thing. I always thought people who did cosplay were either were very rich and creative, because to be able to like just get a character's like the outfits, or to do something like in the likeness of a character's outfit, that's pretty creative. And most, I've seen some really expensive like cosplay clothes. I'm like, yo, this person must really have bank, because to be able to get or to create like something that is, that looks like, maybe like if a character has a sword or something. I hope you're able to study today, in preparations for the exams. Yeah, I think I made her hands too fat. I think she'll like that. Um, it's not expensive actually. I do makeup really well. My hair is short like Ada Wong. Oh, okay. Okay. And I have red clothes too. It was cheap for me. All right. All right. That's cool. You know, the name Ada means first daughter in my language, Igbo. It's not called Ada though. It's called Ada. Ada means first daughter in my language. Bit of unnecessary fact. Can you educate me on the cosplay space? Because I don't know anything about cosplays. Um, I always see like people that do like anime characters, cosplay for anime characters here and there. And they do it and they use like cool transitions to do them, and they're really fun to see. But I do know like a lot of work goes into it. Do you have like a favorite cosplayer or something like that? You said, what did that mean? Oh yeah, I was talking about the name Ada. It says Ada Wong, right? But Ada, that ADA means something in my language, Igbo language. It means first daughter, but it's not pronounced Ada. It's pronounced Ada, Ada, but Ada. You say it like with a different sound. I said, man, I don't know. Really, it was my first. It was my first, so I don't know cosplays so much. Oh, all right, all right. just doing her gauntlet. She has a gauntlet on her right hand. So, and it's in red. I won't be able to color it because I don't want to color it. I'm just doing black and white. I just want to see how far. Can I see a character behind the tablets? Uh, okay, it's you mean this character? It's the character I was drawing yesterday. It's the character in my comic. So I'm just like looking at it, like the reference. So I just zoomed out. So this is her outfit or character design, and these are some expression references that I did for her. And this is the male character. I hope that was clear. I don't know. I feel like my screen is blurry for some weird reason. Let me clean it a bit. Hopefully that's clear. That looks clearer to me. Said it looks cool. Thank you so much. Thank you. Um, his face expressions are so funny. Yeah. I try to like do like a lot of like the art style I usually use is not like so like cartoony or like overly expressive. Um, it's more closer to realistic. So I try not to push it so much. Hello, Mr. NBC. How you doing? Hope you're having a nice day. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate it. Where you chatting from? Irene said it's more clear. It's clearer than your future. That was serious. Um, Mr. NBC said cool drawing. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Are you also into drawing? Do you do? Are you like an artist yourself? It's just me, you'll be fine. So yeah, he draws well, especially Ghostface, Mamma Mia. MB said, yeah, yeah, into drawing. Oh, that's nice. Uh, Thanks for tuning in again. Appreciate the support. Do you have a social media handle or something uh, that I can check out? Maybe I can check out your drawing later on. Uh, Irene said, I guess bro loves TikTok music. I don't they are hype music. People like them. That's why I use them. People like them. That's why I use them. I'm only giving the. I'm only giving people. I'm giving people what they want. Just trust me, you'll be fine. Dun, dun, dun. The Mr. NBC run away because I asked for his social media handle. I think maybe I'll stop asking for social people's social media. Maybe they don't like giving it. I just like connecting with people that chat with me. So uh, just trust me, you'll be fine. Dum 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 dum. Dun, 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 dun. First phase is to establish the inking. Mm. Oh my goodness. Mm. Arim said, "Yo, here's my guilty pleasure. I love game music, but sometimes I listen to cringe ass 11 to 12-year-old kid funk music. I'm an adult, by the way." What do you mean you're an adult, by the way? You just became an adult very recently. You're flexing your adult card because recently obtained it. I listen to all sorts of music. Uh, Music that comes out from, like, movie soundtracks. I don't know if you've listened to maybe like Game of Thrones, or like The Hobbit, or maybe like even Harry Potter. Like those soundtracks, I usually listen to them. There's a soundtrack that was done by, it was on like um one TV series that didn't work out. It wasn't a really good show. I can't lie. It was not good at all. And they canceled it. So the name was Shannara Chronicles. But I really liked the intro music of that TV series. Um, it was like, I feel it running through my vein. So there was like an orchestra like performance of the song, of the music, and like I played that thing like I played that thing so much that I got tired of it. And now, even talking about it, I feel like listening to the song again. Um, yeah, that's what I do. I like sound like music from movies that I really like Dune, for instance. I really like the soundtrack in Dune. I just like listening to it, like even though it has no like lyrics, and like House of Targaryen or something like that. Yeah, I listen to the music a lot. Uno reverse card, Harry Potter. Dun, dun, dee, dun, dun, dee, dun, dun. Yo, that sound makes me feel so nostalgic. Like I remember when I was like, oh my god, it's going to show my age a lot. But when I was like trying to go and buy like CDs for like Harry Potter, and like I just remember like just watching it on my small TV and DVD player, and just enjoying it, and like having no worries at all in my life, like, you know no struggles, no problem about like paying rent, or paying bills. Such a peaceful time. The only thing that I was thinking about was the boy who lived. And then I watched it again when I watched it, like, I think I watched it like 4 times in my life. Um, I don't know, I just enjoy it. Even though like I didn't like a lot of parts of the movie, it was just not consistent. But I don't care. Um, Arim said sometimes I even listen to opera music, bro. Uh, um, said Lizetti Oropesa. Oropesa. I hope I pronounced that name well. Um, Lizetti Oropesa is my favorite opera artist. Ooh, I didn't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's quite classy of you, I believe. What I like listening to, like, because one of the instruments I really liked when I was young was violin. But like, there's no way to learn it here. So, well, there's no way I could learn it. So I really like listening to like violin concerts, but I don't have any like specific one in particular. Whenever I am able to listen to music, it's one of the thing the music I consider listening to. Violin, or just orchestral music in general. I just like that. I just like the vibe. It said Turkish people pronounce Harry Potter like Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Did I say that right? Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry. Harry. Uh, said classy Irene sits on the couch all day. Sometimes plays shitty ass mobile games. I mean, what else is there to do, really? Play as much games as you want, my friend. Because a time will come where it will be difficult for you to be able to play them, and you wish you had played more. So play as much as you can. One of my greatest happiness is that I played a lot as a child. I didn't restrict myself from having fun. So how was that? Yeah. What's that? Did I pronounce that well? Did I capture the emotion of the moment? Dun, 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 dun. Um, Irene said, "Man, can I tell you something? I'm all ears. My ears are the size of an elephant." All right, let me detail her. Let me start detailing. Wow, what a yawn. Uh, I better check what you're typing if you're typing something, because I can't see anything, so that YouTube doesn't like mess you up again, doesn't screw you over again. All right. I can see what you typed. I said, I have a brother. We don't get along well. I always buy him books, toys, and lots of things. I wish I had a sibling that bought me stuff. That bought me books and toys and things like that. And I wish I did that for my sister too. That's really nice. Um, and he doesn't even thank me. He doesn't even look at my face. So I quit spending time with him. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. How old is your brother? Is he like 10 or 12 years old? Mm. Uh, how old is your brother, Irene? trying to be smart about the hair so that it comes out the way I want. I have to change the pen because mm, mm, you said 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 today I reached the end of my patience, bro. I got really mad. It's getting harder. It's getting harder. It's getting harder to ignore him. He insults me for no reason. I had a nervous breakdown today. Seriously, my mom hugged me out of fear. Oh, sorry about that. Wow. Why is your brother why is he allowed for like your brother to like insult you? That's not cool. First of all, um, that's not cool. But I understand well, I don't understand sibling rivalry so much because my sister and I were pretty chill, and we've always been pretty chill. Uh, we've never really had any arguments like my sister and I. So like that's where I can draw like what I call it now experience from, based on like having a sibling. I have just one, and we're pretty chill like together. Uh, we never really had. I don't think we had any significant arguments. Uh, just little, you know, childish issues here and there, but nothing major. And we respected each other. Like, plus, we're pretty easygoing, and she's how do I put it now? We kind of have like similar personalities. We're a bit introverted, so you know, and we're quite like united. So like it's just difficult for like us to have issues. But regarding like little issues, you said I screamed because of anger for like 2 to 3 minutes. uh, I tore my hair out. It was hard to even hear my mother while I was crying. Some people heard my voice and they were worried. Oh, sorry about that. That sounds absolutely dreadful. Uh, uh, Sorry you went through that. Uh, well, regarding my what I can offer, um, as like both like consolation, uh, and like a means of understanding, is I think family is very important. Um, in my experience, I've been alive for a very long time. Uh, but family is very important. You know it's where the heart is. So I would say like if you're not having like a good relationship with your brother at the moment, um, you know every family goes through that. But the thing is that everybody still comes back together because once you've gone outside and experienced life, um, you kind of you know figure out like there's no place like home. I know it may not feel like that now, but that's the truth. You said I got hyperventilation today. Um, I'm serious. I couldn't breathe for 2 to 3 minutes. I was just screaming so loud. It's happened today, but I can't remember that moment. It was traumatic for me. Oh, sorry about that. Wow. Sorry about that. I've never ever had that experience. Sorry you had to go through that. Um, Sorry you had to go through that. But anyways, regarding like what I was saying about family, Um, I can't like really relate to what happened here with your brother, but uh, I just feel like you need to give some relationship time. Um, Sometimes like family, you don't appreciate family, or family doesn't appreciate you um, until maybe after you've probably gone away for some time, or when like a person gets older. So you know you said he doesn't respect me. I always spend all my time with him. I'll spend every last cent on him. Now he calls me. Oh, I'm not gonna call you that, by the way. Instead of sister, he told me he hates me for no reason. I feel so lost, bro. Ah, Omo. That is that is a lot. That's a lot. Well, first of all, um, if over here in Nigeria, if any child, not all of Nigeria rather, well, our parents are a bit more strict in terms of like how they raise us. So um, first of all, it's not respectful to call any like member of your family that what your brother called you. Um, it's not respectful at all. It's very disrespectful, and it's not just disrespectful to you. It's disrespectful to like your parents, because you are their child. So like if that happened in my father's house, well, first of all, the amount of ass whooping I would get, I would never like I would forever be scared of that word. So I don't think I, I don't think that's a good thing. What he did over there. Even though he's still a child, but like you still get that belt to ass from over where I came from. I know it's not like everybody's like it's not acceptable all around the world, but it's kind of like what has made us like you need to have some fear, some level of fear for your seniors and like your parents as well. Um, and our parents did that for us, so it's it's one thing we always did was that like first of all we always respected our elders, even though we had a lot of we can't really say like everything an elder says is correct, because there are some pretty like foolish elders all around the world, um, and a lot of the leaders around the world are like elderly, so we have some pretty corrupt elders as well. But we always respected our elders, right? We always respected our elders. So calling someone that name, your sister or your brother or like your cousin or any member of your family, it will result in ass whooping for the whole of the week, and some like punishment that will have you rethinking like saying that word to your sister or your brother. So that's one thing about that. It sounds like he's the last born, probably. We do have this last born theory in our country, where like last borns always get like preferential treatment, and they are always like the favorites. But I mean, still doesn't excuse the fact that um, you know they should insult their seniors. Um, if a junior tried that over here, he would get his ass kicked by his seniors. So there is that. And what I'll just suggest is that you if there's a way to like separate yourself from him for a while, um, always be there for him. He's still family. But I think like you should learn to there's this thing I heard, and it's very true. You decide how people treat you. What you are the one to tell people how they are going to treat you. So like if uh people are not treating you the way you are to be treated, like with normal human decency, even if it's a child, right? Even if it's a child, it still, you know, it still needs to be questioned and corrected. And if the person is not changing, it's just best to temporarily remove yourself from the situation. Um, he said he treats my mother the same way. He's not Omo. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of your mother. Oh my God, he's not afraid of us. He tries to He tries to beat you and your mom. He is soft and he is tall and powerful. I don't know, bro. I don't want to hurt him, but he calls me so many bad things. Yeah, and he's toxic. Where's your father in this? Like, there's a reason why, like, I don't think that should be happening in the house. Is he the only male in the house? Or man in the house? He said I couldn't even breathe, bro. My mom got so worried about me. I was never like this. My head hurt so much because of this till morning. Hello, Wizzy. How are you doing, man? Um, how are things going? I hope you're having a nice day. um, Wizzy said, "Wow, Irene, really?" He said, "I was reading what you wrote. Why does he say those bad things?" My brother, it's a serious issue. Arim said, "Yeah, I don't know what to do. I feel so lost. I always give him the best, and that's what he does to me, bro." Like, Weezy said, "Even your mom, goodness, is your dad around?" Yeah, that's exactly what I was asking. If her dad is around, like, I mean, I wouldn't be. I knew I was quite stubborn when I was younger. I was a very stubborn guy, but like because of the presence of my dad, I would always respect myself and respect my mom and respect my sister. So like because if you misbehaved and there's the presence of the church as well. So if you misbehave, like there's a lot of institutions that could just like check you. Your parent could report you to school. Your parents could report you to the church. Your parents could report you to like a lot of people. So because of all these checks, uh, you're always incentivized. Is it incentivized or cautioned to like behave yourself? Um, so if I were to misbehave, the teachers would kick my ass at school, and if I were to misbehave at home, the teachers would kick my ass at school. If I were to misbehave at school, my parents would kick my ass at home. And if I was still to misbehave at home, like someone in church would kick my ass. So there's always checks on my behavior as a child. Even though you have that like youthful exuberance and rebelliousness, um, yeah, I don't think it would reach the point where I would insult like my mother, verbally insult my mom, you know. But what I would suggest to do is like, if there's a way to like limit contact, first of all, that's what I would say. Limit contact in the sense of like, I'm not saying like what I'm saying is like, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert on like family like resolutions and things like that. So don't take everything I say as like law. It's just like my own um what I think would be best. It's not necessarily what is best, but I would say like just usually when like the person like is behaving in a not so good way in a relationship, I'll try talking about it, and if the person is not responsive, I'll just remove myself and separate myself from that person. And it's what I would do rather. But it seems like you guys are in the same house. Wizzy said, John, did you come online yesterday? I checked, I didn't see. I did, bro. I came early. I came earlier. I came on around like 8 a.m. So um yeah, I came on. I didn't stay long. That was where I finished the sketch. I just did a sketch. Um and it was only Irene that was online, so we just had a chat before I went. Because I wanted to do something at 9. Yeah. Um but thanks for checking up on me, bro. I appreciate it. Irene said, yes, I'm ashamed of him. Yeah, my dad is sick of him too. He's like a trouble for our family. Hmm. I don't know. Like, uh, if my dad existed, like, yo, like even up to today, like I'm a grown man, but I still can't talk about my family anyhow, or to my family anyhow, like my mom or my sister. Um, Not like my dad can kick my ass, but like he would caution me. You're supposed to have some level of fear for your parents. Respect comes from some level of fear. If there is something you fear, um, I mean, your parents are the ones like literally providing food for you and shelter and everything. So I don't. They basically have status and power over you guys, you and your brother. So I don't see any reason why um, they would have problem, um, you know, correcting his behavior or like disciplining him. Uh, Wiz was asking, it's just you, your dad, your mom, and your brother, right? Um, Arim said yes. Wiz said, Omo John, they checked you, Sha. I'm telling you, bro. Like, if I was born into a rich family, bro, I would have been extremely stubborn, man. Like, I would have been totally rebellious. Um, like, I would have been a troublemaker. But I'm glad I was raised the way I did. I wish it was in the much more under much more affluence, but I'm still happy about my family. Irene said, I'm serious, bro. I was always spending even my last cent for him. Not even thinking about myself. My dad, he doesn't want to even deal with him anymore. I don't talk to him, but he comes into your room, share. Ah, he comes into your room and insults you. Ah, they may need to chain the guy. Oh. They may need to chain him. I'm sorry for laughing, but it's it's um it's very serious that it's almost hilarious. But sorry about that. I'm sorry. I know it's not a funny situation. I apologize for laughing. Um, Wizzy said, "Okay, I'm so sorry to hear this. I don't know. Ah, damn, the chat moving fast. Um, Wait. I don't know what may have brought about that. I don't know if he is too spoiled, in a gang, or was something you guys did to him, but you have to have. Oh, you didn't complete your sentence, bro. Wizzy said that John, oh, is that so? I checked I checked by 10, but it's all good, bro. No, it wasn't by 10. It was by 8. It was by 7, 8. That was when I went live. By 7, 8. You can go and check it. You can go and check like my live section in my YouTube channel. You see that there's a video yesterday. Yeah. Wizzy said, you have a family meeting away from him. and decide on what to do with him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't even think there even needs to be like a family meeting. Like the parents are the superior people in the family, so like just the two of them needs to just put their head together and like sort it out. And it'd be like limit things. Maybe he has too much access. He has too much freedom. Like when you have been limited things, maybe like games, uh, the games he plays, or maybe the places he goes, or maybe like the allowance they give him, like the money they give him, like to take care of him, like just little things like that. Affluence brings some level of disrespect. When you have so much access, it causes you not to appreciate what you have. But once those things are no longer provided, it brings about some level of humility and respect. And that's the truth. The things that are giving him power, there are certain things that are giving him power. If he takes that away, you know, if your parents take that away, it can probably bring him to heal. Um, Arim said, I never did a bad thing to him. I always protected him. But he started middle school. But when he started middle school, he started to behave to you in a bad way. He didn't see me like a friend. He started to change. I mean, like that can happen. That can happen. Especially since he has started maturity. Uh, well, I mean, there's still no excuse for like disrespect of your parents and your siblings, especially unprovoked. You know. Wizi said, "How long has this been going on? Almost 1 to 2 years. Ah, 1 to 2 years. Ooh, yeah. My dad would have whooped my ass like on the first week. On the first week, like on the first day of raising my voice, I wouldn't see rice to eat for like a whole week. Um, Once I've calmed down, because you know when you have a lot of energy in your body, you feel like you can do a lot. But once they like reduce the food you are eating, reduce the money they are giving you, you know, you begin to behave yourself in some way or fashion. Little things like that. Uh, Pro, how you doing, man? Sorry it took a while to see your message. I hope you're doing well, bro. How's the soccer practice? Did you do another house like soccer practice? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a nice day. Um, Pro said I'll be here for like 10 to 15 minutes. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That means a lot. Do you have any new saying for today? Any new quotes? Uh, Pro said, well, before I was nervous about making the team for track, but now I'm pretty confident on making the team. Oh, that's good, man. That's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. Uh, Hopefully you go pro for one of these sports so you can get scholarship. That would be cool. Um, Pro said, so far I've placed top 5 to 3 on every event that I've done. Oh my God, top 5 to 3. Um, that's amazing. That's good, man. Happy for you. Uh, Pro said, I'm like a joker in a deck of cards, with the difference being that I only count for numbers. Still, still very good though. You just drop in here and just come in here and just drop all these badass quotes that can be used in a movie. Uh, uh, Arim said, I made the atmosphere weird. Sorry, bro. I don't feel well today. There's no problem. There's no problem, man. Uh, there's no problem. It's all right. That's what friends are for. To discuss stuff like this. Um, I don't know, Pro, if you like read Irim's comments about her brother. She was having a bit of a hard. She's having a bit of a hard time with her brother. So I don't know. You can go up and like read the comments, um, or the messages she left there. Um, it's about some issues with her brother. Maybe you can provide some insights from your own experience and perspective. What do you think? And let us know. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Um, Pro said, "Hope you feel better." Uh, uh, Pro said, "Also, John, what you are doing? So far, the drawing reminds me of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure." Okay, I'm drawing. It's probably because of her mask. This is her mask, by the way. It's probably because of her mask. It's one of my characters. I usually draw her a lot. So there are two main characters, but I usually draw her a lot. No, not a lot, not as much as I should. But she's a character, and I just drew her in a pose. Um, I'm using this reference to get the pose. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm currently inking it. I started the sketch yesterday. So this is like an illustration of the character that I've done. So I'm just doing it in black and white. So she has like a spear, and she has like a cybernetic arm, and what else? She has some claws on the cybernetic arm and a blade, and then she has like a retractable spear. So this is a retractable spear. So the spear can extend or retract, and these are like some facial expressions of the character. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just using this as a reference. Ah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my, what a yawn. Um, Irem said, "You know me, right? I'm Irem. Who has ghost face on her profile?" um, yo, Pro, that's Irem actually. She changed her name to Iremis, Iremistic, Iremistic. Um, Irem said, "I don't think so, but thank you." Sorry, that was funny. Seems like you've given up all hope. Don't worry, he'll change. Um, he'll change. Um, he's still your brother. He's still family. So, um, blood is very powerful. But I'm telling you right now, he needs some belts to ask. Uh, Pro said, "I never really gotten badly sick. Give me a sec, and I'll think of something helpful to say." Uh, Hello, Wheezy. You're back. Oh, you say, oh, you went to do something. Uh, Thanks for showing up, man. Um, Pro said, listen, a mindset matters a lot. Someone who is determined to get better is more likely to get better than someone who is not. And for you, know that although it is not guaranteed that he'll get better, the most you can do is stay positive and keep moving forward. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Exactly, man. That's true. Pro is spitting facts. Pro is spitting facts. Um, uh, Wheezy was asking like if Irem stays with her family. Um, Let me see. Irem says, "Stay positive." All right, man. I'll try it. Yeah. Pro is right there. Like, just stay positive and open-minded, and like, you know, don't like withdraw. Don't withdraw affection. He's your brother. He's not a stranger. So, people usually would, appreciate what they have at the end of the day. Just that it might take a while for him. Even though, to be honest, when I was younger, I would have probably done something a bit more malicious. I can't lie. Mm, mm. Dun, 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 dun. Dum, dun, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Mm. Dum, 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 dum. Arim said, Wiz, do you draw too? Like John and me? That's a question for you, Wiz. Wizzy boy. Wizzy baby. Dun, 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 dun. Um, Wizzy said, yeah, I used to. Not been into it for some years. Life comes at you so fast. Huh. Uh, Wheezy said, John, which which Wheezy baby? You know the Wheezy baby I'm talking about now, the musician. um, Arim said you should definitely keep going. I would encourage anybody that was doing art to do it. But I don't, I wouldn't blame anybody for quitting art because the industry is quite competitive, and it's not like easy to get work. Sometimes in life you have to be competitive. Um, mm, uh, Wizzy said, John, yeah, that's true. Um, oh, Arim said, I answered the question. YouTube just didn't show it. Um, Wizzy said, if the inspiration comes, he will keep it up. If you are looking for inspiration to drop, bro, you go hard before the thing show. You go hard, my brother. It's going to be difficult. Uh, Wheezy asked, do you have IG? She said, I deleted it. Ha ha ha. I only use YouTube now. Arim said that Instagram and TikTok affects her. I guess you're not the only one. First of all, I don't like Instagram that much, to be fair. I just use it to post content and leave as fast as possible. The platform is just so dead, almost soulless. Can't lie. Um, wait. Arim said, I stay with my family and I don't go to school anymore. Um, Arim said, by the way, I did add a one cosplay with the profile picture is me. Does it look cool? Uh, Pro said, got to go. See ya, guys. Hope your brother gets better, Arim. Yeah, have a nice day, bro. Have a nice day. And good luck with the track. Hopefully you come first or second, on the next tryouts. Uh, Wheezy asking like, does Pro normally come on the live? Yes, he does come on the live regularly. Um, it's one of my three most like frequent what do they call it now? He's one of the top three most frequent people that comes on the live. There is a or four or five maybe top five I would say. Pro comes um, almost every day that I do live. Um, I think usually before track practice, and Irene comes every day as well. Um, who else? Teresa comes every day as well. Sometimes she might be busy with school, so it depends. Maybe if she's tired or something. And then Ransford and Adam, and then Man United. Man United has been the most recent that comes every time. Yeah. So those are the guys that are more frequent. Um, Yeah, yeah. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not proud of these shadows that I'm adding. I don't like it at all. It's not filling me with confidence. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Mm, um, Wizzy said, John, when is your next live? The next live is tomorrow, hopefully. As long as the network is good, and as long as the network is good, and maybe if there's light or something. Um, yeah, but I'll try and show up tomorrow as well. I do try to stream every day. I'm trying to get a feel for it. Um, Probably by the 100th day, there'll be like massive progress. But there's improvement like every day, I think. It said what time? I'll try to do it by 9 or 10. Either ways, I do stay for around an hour or 2 hours every day. So like so 9 o'clock, bro. 9 or 10. Mm, yes, 9 or 10 p.m. That's correct. 9 or 10 p.m. I really want to get this groove. Okay, I have to go. Bye, you guys. Bye, bro. Have a nice day. Mm, uh, Arim said, thanks for your advice, by the way. Yeah, that's what friends are for. Wheezy gives you advice, Pro gives you advice, and I give you advice as well. Anyone is having problem, to the best of our ability, we'll help out. Hello, Pixel. How you doing, man? I hope you're having a nice day. Uh, he said, cool drawing, but quite revealing. What do you mean quite revealing? She's wearing clothes, like quite revealing. Like she's wearing clothes. Like not a piece of skin is shown on her body. Like what do you mean quite revealing? What do you want her to wear? Like there's this cloth called um there's something called babariga, where I come from. She wouldn't be effective like wearing like babariga as she's like going out to fight and stuff. I don't think it would be efficient. Anyways, um, Weezy said, and you too, Chief. Yeah, have a nice day, man. Uh, uh, Ajwa Khan. I'll just call you Khan, bro. How you doing, man? Um, said I was born at a very young age. Where did I hear that? Uh, where did I hear that? I'm guessing that was a meme or something. Um, all right. So it's a lot of there has to be a lot of blacks here. Okay then. Weezy said, okay then. Okay then. Pixie said, sorry, I actually didn't see the whole drawing. It's no problem, man. I was just poking fun at you. Um, I'm teasing, man. I'm teasing. Uh, but thanks for the compliment. I appreciate. But it's still nice though. Wow, thank you. Khan said, were you born at a very young age? Yes, I was. I was born at a very young age, man. Um, with nothing in my brain, unfortunately. So I had to learn the hard way, you know. Um, it's just a joke piece. It's just a dumb joke he's making. Arim said, I was born at a very young age. I was covered in blood and crying. They even hit my ass to make me cry. Ah, they did that to make you wake up, to make sure you're all right. Your skin itching. Try carry it. To you. Uh, uh, Khan said, my dad was born at a very young age too. Khan said, sorry, I think I missed something. And yet he still became my dad. Yep. It's not easy to be born at a young age and then become someone's dad. And he said, oh my God, that sounds traumatic. Is your dad all right? Um, yeah, it's my mom I worry about. She was born a little too old. Irene, she wasn't born at a young age. She was born at an old age. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I think I made an error with that. Can't say like 2 or 3 seconds more. Yo, Khan, tell me about yourself. You know, where are you from? I don't know if you've told me before, but I've probably forgotten. Um, TikTok brain. Hello ABCDE8888B. How you doing, man? I hope you're having a nice day. Say thank you for welcoming me. um, Hello Nick, how you doing, man? I hope you're having a nice day. He said, crazy. You sound so much like a friend of mine. Like his exact voice. Wow. Yeah, I get that. I guess that happens a lot. This thing about this thing they say, like you could see somebody. There are people right? You have their memory of their faces, and then you could see somebody exactly like them somewhere else. Maybe not even on TV, but like you could see the exact replica of their face. Even in real life, uh, it's so it's that stuff is so interesting to me. And then there are people whose faces are quite different, quite unique as well. And then you then find someone who has that exact voice. Um, Quite interesting, to be honest. Khan said, "My son will be born very late, way too late. Let me go and bring him. Until then, goodbye. By the way, goodbye. By the way, good art. Oh, thanks, Khan. I hope you're having a good day as well. Thanks for stopping by. Um, by the way, Nick, what's your friend's name? Dun, 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 dun. And Nick said his name is Daniel. He's an artist as well. Ooh, that's interesting. I think I mistakenly, erroneously moved moved the phone. while I was trying to stretch. All right. Uh, I'm trying to figure out how to represent the black because I don't think I'm doing a good job of it. Um, Nick said, I'm a wannabe artist. Our passion for animation has always been there, but perfectionism is so paralyzing. You know, that's a very relatable predicament. You're not alone in that. You said, if I disappear, it's because of my Wi-Fi. It's because my Wi-Fi died. Your life is so chill. Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. I'm trying. I'm trying. Hopefully, the experience gets better. Yeah, you're not the only one that usually has Wi-Fi issues as well, bro. We do have the same here. We do have network issues as well. Also, yeah, I can relate with the perfectionism part about art. Um, I was working on my comic today, and the thing I was talking about, I was like constantly trying to remind myself because I have to constantly remind myself is that don't detail so much, don't detail so much, don't like erase so much, don't erase so much. Like once it looks good enough and you know the information has been communicated, there's not there's there's really no need for like unnecessary detailing, and that is something I always do. I always want it to look perfect. um so yeah, you're not alone in that, bro. um and being like a perfectionist or something, I struggle with it as well. Mm, 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 mm. um Nick said Naija Wahala. Exactly, my G. Naija Wahala. Exactly, brother. Uh, you said, I'm guessing you're Nigerian. If I'm wrong, then well. No, I'm Nigerian, bro. Like, I'm Nigerian. Aren't you hearing it in the accents? I don't be Igbo man, no. Niger guy, I be. I'm just trying to speak good English so that uh, other people can hear me and understand what I'm saying when I'm communicating. Because you can't be speaking your father's tongue um, on national TV. Um, Nick said that makes sense. Painters are the same. Um, Big shapes before the details, but always want to jump straight into details. Yeah. That's true. That is because that's the fun part. That's the chilling and relaxing part. That's why. That's the part you get to unwind and you know you don't think too much when you're working. You can just like tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak and tweak. But the ideation part of the work, it's what's annoying sometimes. Um, Hello, Shark friends. Gaming. How you doing? So if you didn't see, I need some tips for drawing guys. Um, Guys, dude. Some men you're good with drawing, but oh, all right. Oh, you're talking about you need help with drawing guys' faces and guys' bodies, right? I got you, man. I got you. Um, I'm going to do that now. Un momento, numero uno. Where's my reference? All right. So the first thing I'm going to say is that it's very important to understand the basics, right? So, like I would say, Shaq. Yeah, I would say, Shaq. Thanks for asking me that question. I really appreciate it when people ask me questions that I know about. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to start with the face, right? So, and the thing about like drawing the face is that number one, you need to get references when you're drawing, and the first thing you need to understand is you need to understand big shapes. You need to understand big shapes, and you need to well, big shapes or shapes, right? And by that I mean like triangles, like squares, cylinders, um and cones, yeah. And what else? Cubes. You need to understand cubes as well. What did I do like that? You need to understand cubes. Like simple shapes like this, you need to understand them because it's going to help you with both rendering and like getting the overall silhouette of a pose or of a character's face, right? It's very important. The next thing you need to understand is the landmarks of the face. The landmarks. um, these are the major things you sort of need to understand. By landmarks, I mean like the eye line, like the brow line, the nose line, the mouth line, the length, the direction of the ears, um, like from which area does the ear start and which area does the ear end. And you need to understand these things, and you need to understand like basic perspective and head positions. These are like very important when understanding like the facial features, because I'm not going to lie to you, I struggle with this stuff. um, right, so these are the two things you need to learn, the basics. And you can study this by looking at Andrew Lumi's books, or just simply going on Pinterest and typing planes of the face, and then studying it. And you study it by like practicing it, by drawing it over and over and over and over again. And that is how you get good at doing the planes of the face. It's very vital. And the next thing you need to understand is like skulls. You need to learn how to draw skulls. So like these three things, in my opinion, are the major things you need to learn to be able to draw a convincing face, in my opinion. So I have a reference here I'm going to show you, because this is what I used and this is what helps me. Like even whenever I draw live, I use this. It's pretty easy to find. Um, so you see this is the Andrew Loomis planes of the face. So you can memorize these planes of the face by drawing it over and over and over again. It's the basic and secondary planes of the face. And with this landmark, you can use this to draw every single face in the world. Because what you could do is that you could place these planes on top of any face and then study them. So that's the first thing you can do. So you can, like, you could see all these difficult head angles, right? So you could draw them over and over and over again. Like, I'm going to personally admit I suck at drawing heads in this angle. The heads I draw in these angles are not very great, so I usually have to use references or use 3D to reference it. So but this, like, once you understand the planes, when you're drawing from a live reference, it's going to be a lot easier, because you can deconstruct it and break it down to make things look simpler. I hope that's helpful. And Oh yeah, Shaq said thanks for the help. It's gonna help so much. Yeah, yeah, there's no problem. Just these three things, and you need to learn them, practice them over and over again. Because this was the technique I used to improve my portrait drawing and my paintings. because my paintings weren't great. But then what I did was that I started practicing a lot of the planes of the face, and I also practiced um, drawing like the landmarks of the face, so it became easier. So knowing that the eyes, the mouth starts from um, knowing that the length of the mouth starts from like the middle of the eyes, knowing that the nose starts from the size of the nose, that's the width of the nose, starts from like in between the eyes. So things like that, like details like that, they really helped. And then what then helped me was that I began to deconstruct the shadows I saw. I began deconstructing them um into simple shapes, right? And I'm going to like let me give you an example. Like for instance, this lady right here. If you look at what the hell is my pen? If you look at the shape of her eyes, you can see that this is just a simple shape. And then if you look at the shadows, right? Uh, let's see. Let me use if you look at the shadows, right, you can see the shadows. I just take note of the shape of the shadows, and I also take note of the shape of the of all of the shadows on like the eyebrows. So, and you need to understand this. You also need to check out the Asaro head. That will be very helpful. And it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of time, but eventually you are going to get better at drawing faces. Um, and you're going to improve. So don't give up, man. And thanks for asking. I could have shown you the demonstration, but it might take a bit of time. I can't lie. Anyways, uh, back to this drawing. Hakuna Mawara. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem free philosophy. Shaq, you said thank you, plus you draw so well. Wow, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Um, just keep practicing, man. Just keep practicing. Like, just get your um whatever you used to draw, whether that be traditional paper and pencil or like digital tablets. You just get that and then just practice, just copy. That's how I draw. That's why if you look at my page, you look at the things I do, you see me, I just write a lot of copying, like copying this artist, copying that artist. And the reason I do that is that so that whenever I'm rendering, usually I'm copying their rendering styles because I'm trying to develop something similar, um, so that whenever I'm drawing on my own, like without using their references, I can just easily draw from that experience or the wealth of knowledge that they already have. So that's why I do a lot of studies, so that I can stay sharp and so that I can like continually improve. So it's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. It's a problem-free philosophy. Kuna Matata. All right, I'm liking the way I'm applying the black. I've always been quite conservative on how I apply blacks, uh, because I always feel like I need to render a bit more. Um, but I like what I'm doing. I like what I'm doing so far. Mm, mm, mm. Oof. Mm. Getting the hang of this. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking nice. Nice. Yep, just adding some wrinkles here and there, and I'm loving it. I can't lie, I'm loving it. think I might end up putting too many wrinkles because of how much I'm enjoying the wrinkles I'm placing here. This is why study is good. I wouldn't like know how to have, I wouldn't have like understood how to properly place like creases on like clothes, like if I hadn't done like studies. Uh, and I can't believe I would be this excited about creasing. So proud of it. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, anyways, that looks good. Um, that looks really good. I like it. Looks like leather. Mm. God, that looks so good. I love it. Anyways, I'm not going to detail the boots, man. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, I'm almost done. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness, I forgot to left hand is dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see how we can do this arm so that it has darkness, but it's like a little. Dun, dun, dun. And that's looking like metal a bit. Some textures here and there, and it pops. All right, I like where this is gone. Looks good, and I like it. I like it really well. Uh, but I think maybe I would add some hatching lines uh, to give it a bit more depth. Hmm. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right, I like how it's looking. Add some textures here and there. It's looking good. Liverpool. I don't like what I did there. Is that doing some random texture on her clothes? Yeah, that looks a bit more, you know. Oh, look, the texture is coming out. The texture is making the work pop out a bit. Mhm. Mhm. Some wear and tear for the shoe. Right, I'm detailing the shoe now. Um, just some of those like details that I added, like with the studies I've been doing. So hopefully, it makes it look a bit more better. And like texture, very important. If you're trying to, if you look at the rendering, if you look at the work before and look at the work after, it just gives it a bit more character, gives the work a bit more character. So uh, it's quite important texture. um, Not always, you don't always have to add texture when you're doing your, you know but it's something like when you want to elevate your work, uh, like adding hatching lines and things like that. It's something I've struggled with, so I'm really happy that it's coming out quite well. Hello Irene, how you doing? Missed you there for a minute. I'm almost done with this drawing. How you doing? What do you think? This is drawing so far. Just need to add some details around her, where around her second boot. Yeah. I'm almost done. Just some final touches, and I'll be finally finished. I just want to add some last touches. Um, Said, man, that looks badass. Thank you. Thank you. I guess all those studies I was doing finally paying off. I'm happy about the rendering. Yeah, I'm making an error here. Yeah, that looks good. All right, I'm done. I'm just going to add shadow, a little bit of shadow over here, and I think that will be the final thing. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think I made an error there. Um, Wizzy said, do you finish the drawing in one sitting? Yeah, most of the times when I come live, I finish it in one sitting. But this one I didn't. I started with the sketch yesterday on this live, but I started with the sketch on live. And like I did a bit of penciling, and like today I just added the inks and the rendering. That's what I did. Yeah. But most days I do finish it in one sitting. It depends. But this one is actually concluded. I wanted to do one more, but probably I'll do that one tomorrow. But let me show you the drawing, guys. Let me expand it. Yeah, that's the inking. Uh that's the inking. I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. I can't lie. My favorite part are the legs. With the like you can see the creasing on the glutes. I really enjoyed doing that. That was fun. The creasing, my favorite part. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is it. That'll be it for today. Tomorrow I'll do another pose. This is the pose I have for tomorrow. It will still be this character I'll draw. Uh, this is the pose I have for tomorrow. I'm planning for tomorrow. It will still be the same character, but like with this different pose. So I'll try and draw it like here, um, somewhere around here, like this. What the hell? Moment. Yeah. As I was saying, I'll try and do the drawing somewhere around here so that like by the end of the day I'll have like multiple drawings of her in different angles and things like that. A lot of these illustrations I'm going to add them in my comic when I'm done. So you see a lot of these illustrations there. But anyways, thanks Weezy bro. Thanks man. Uh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, anyways, I'll end it here, man. Thanks for coming back and uh liking the stream and like checking up on me. Are you on social media, bro? Like on Instagram or like where are you? I can give you a follow or something. Uh All right, guys. Good night. Have a nice day. Okay, okay. No wahala. No wahala. No wahala. Text me, bro. No wahala. Have a nice day, guys. Good night.